Identifying passive voice in sentences. Hey there, English language learners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our English grammar series. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the world of passive voice. Specifically, we'll focus on identifying passive voice in sentences. Pay close attention because by the end of this video, you'll be able to easily spot passive voice constructions like a pro. Before we jump into identifying passive voice, let's quickly recap what passive voice actually means. In English, we have two voices, active voice and passive voice. Active voice is when the subject of a sentence performs the action, while passive voice is when the subject receives the action. Remember this key difference as we move forward. Now that we know what passive voice is, let's learn how to identify it in sentences. There are a few key indicators to look out for. 1. Use of be verb. Passive voice sentences often include a form of the verb be, e.g., is, am, are, was, were, followed by the past participle of the main verb. For example, the cake was baked by Mary. 2. Missing or distant subject. In passive voice sentences, the subject that performs the action is either missing or placed after the verb. The emphasis is on the receiver of the action. For example, the book was written by a famous author. Subject, the book. 3. Agent introduced with by. When the subject performing the action is mentioned in a passive voice sentence, it is introduced with the preposition by. For example, the letter was sent by John, agent, John. Now that we have a good understanding of passive voice and how to identify it, let's practice with some examples. I'll provide you with a sentence, and you can try to determine if it's written in the passive voice. Remember to think critically and apply the indicators we just learned. 1. The car was repaired by the mechanic. 2. Is this sentence written in the passive voice? Pause for a moment to allow viewers to think. 3. Yes, it is. The form of the verb be, was, followed by the past participle, repaired, indicates the passive voice. The agent, mechanic, is also introduced with the preposition by. 4. Tom ate the pizza. 5. Is this sentence written in the passive voice? Pause for a moment to allow viewers to think. 6. No, it's not. The subject, Tom, performs the action, ate, indicating active voice. 7. The building is being constructed. 8. Is this sentence written in the passive voice? Pause for a moment to allow viewers to think. 9. Yes, it is. The combination of the be verb is being, and the past participle, constructed, indicates the passive voice. Continue practicing with a few more sentences, encouraging viewers to actively participate and apply their knowledge of identifying passive voice. Congratulations on completing this lesson on identifying passive voice in sentences. You've learned the key indicators, such as the use of the be verb, missing or distant subject, and the introduction of the agent with by. Now, armed with this knowledge, you'll be able to spot passive voice constructions effortlessly. Keep practicing, and soon passive voice won't be a challenge for you anymore. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a